Hello, I'm Sudeshna. Along with my friends, we are going to present on the corporate social responsibility reporting used by Coca-Cola Amatil Limited and National Australia Bank Limited, and also regarding the stakeholders theory. Before talking about the stakeholders theory, uh, we need to talk about the stakeholders. The stakeholders are the people or the group of people or the companies that are affected by the company's operation in course of the objective attainment. There are two types of stakeholders, primary and secondary. The primary stakeholders are the stakeholders that directly affect the firm's day-to-day operations, and they uh, they consist of the employees, customers, lenders, suppliers, etc. And the secondary stakeholders are those who have indirect relations with the company, and they are affected by the company's operation of the business. They include the government, media, and the general public. And this now talking about the stakeholder theory. The stakeholder theory explains the corporate disclosures that are required by the companies and the relationship between the company's stakeholders and the stakeholders' rights that have to be fulfilled by the company. There are two major branches which is to be described by my friend BJ Morrison.
CSR has been analyzed either by the ethical or managerial perspective. Talking about the managerial perspective consider the primary stakeholder as the powerful stakeholder, while ethical brands consider both primary and secondary uh, stakeholder. Managerial brands uh, consider that without the primary stakeholder and without the support of the primary stakeholder, the organization cannot run. While the ethical brands uh, consider that all the stakeholders are equal and have equal rights to information. Uh, Manager brands consider reporting as a strategy of the management at their interest, while the ethical brands consider CSR as the responsibility toward all the stakeholders. For further, Vivek will present.
Yeah, talking about the corporate social responsibility of National Australia Bank, it is one of the biggest bank of Australia. There are various aspects that has been considered by NAB. It is one of them is environmental aspect and another is social aspects. Talking about environmental aspect, it has included climate, energy, emission, waste, paper, and water. Regarding climate, NAB has been deducting its carbon emission by 2% in current year and energy by 3%, emission by 7%, waste by 20%. And because of the development of technological solution, NAB has been also deducting its paper usage too. And talking about water consumption, because of environment friendly buildings nowadays, it has been reducing its water consumption too. And talking about social responsibility of National Australia Bank, it has been providing grants, donation to the people who are affected by natural disaster, as well as it has been providing certain benefits like loans for small businesses, as well as it is also considering for better workplace for employees by providing effective and efficient business environment. Thank you.
I'm explaining the CSR reporting of Coke, that is Coca-Cola Amatil, which consists of 6 different countries, including Australia and New Zealand. Uh, it has been trying to pay back to the communities back from its operation. It is trying to give. Uh, it is. It has been giving donation grants, foods as well as funds to the community by charities and other sponsorship for games, sports in national level as well as community level. Uh, this is all the social aspect in which it has been trying to help for the betterment of the communities and the society in which it runs its business, and environmental aspect in which it has been trying to reduce energy subsequently. It has been also trying to use HFC, hydrofluorocarbon, less coolers in its equipment to reduce the emission so far. Uh, it has been also using different alternatives to reduce the fuels resources by using renewable sources of energies. Uh, uh, Both of these companies here use the stakeholder theory, ethical branch of stakeholder theory, as it considers both the primary and secondary stakeholders. Primary stakeholders are those who have direct impact, or say economic transaction, who has relationship of economic transaction with the company, whereas uh, in managerial branch or secondary stakeholders, they do not have. Managerial branch only takes into consideration who have the impact in the company, who without whom the company cannot perform or operate, whereas the in ethical branch, it considers all the stakeholders regardless of their power to the company. Thank you.